Elaine from Colorado. Elaine4success.com. Who are you following? When you take your advice, are you taking advice from someone who really knows what they're doing? Or are you taking it from what I used to call barroom benefactors? The people sitting next to you at the bar, whining and complaining and mad at life and mad at their boss and hate their job. And are you taking your career advice there? Think about it. Would you hire a guide to take you through an unknown and perhaps treacherous part of the jungle if they didn't have a map and they'd never been there before? Well, of course not. That's foolish. You wouldn't do something like that. So why would you trust your career, your business future to somebody unless you really knew they knew what they were talking about? I gave a talk just a couple of days ago to a mastermind group. And at the end of my talk, when we started into the Q&A, one of the gentlemen asked me a very pointed question. He wasn't being rude. He wasn't being noisy. He just wanted to be certain he was taking his advice from someone who really knew what they were talking about. He said, "Your website says New Millionaire Blueprint. Are you a millionaire?" I smiled quietly and said, "Yes, I definitely am." He said, "Well, I just wanted to make sure if you were telling us how to achieve success in business, that you had done it." And that makes so much sense. He was doing his due diligence. You want to be certain you're taking your advice from someone who not only has been successful, is still successful, and knows how to teach you how to duplicate it. That's important. Why is it important for somebody who has been successful and is still successful? I know a great many people who are wonderful people, and they were successful in network marketing 30 years ago. Well, the problem is what worked 30 years ago doesn't work now. So it has to be somebody who not only was, but is still successful, so they have a long track record of achieving. They're not a flash in the pan, if you will. The internet was a gleam in Bill Gates and Paul Allen's eyes 30 years ago. Microsoft hasn't even been around 30 full years. In fact, about 15 years ago was when I started advertising, marketing my property management company on the internet. That was 1994, and I was the first website in Routt County, Colorado to do any sort of advertising. So the internet hasn't been around that long. Look what's happened just in the last 10 years. Pay-per-click advertising has become huge. Social network sites on the internet. There's a plethora of them now. There are so many things available now. This YouTube that you're watching right now wasn't even around 10 years ago. You need a coach and mentor who was successful, is still successful, and the third element is, and knows how to teach you how to duplicate what we do by instinct. Come talk to me. Let me help you. This is Elaine from Colorado. Elaine4success.com. By the way, did I tell you that I have taught on high school and college levels and continue to teach today? It takes all three elements to have the right coach and mentor. Make it a great day. Let me help you.